What are we doing, Jazza?
We are looking for a small dagger that fell out of Aragorn's.
We're back again.
Yeah. So the problem is,
Jazza thinks it's somewhere in Nimdare Hill.
it's exactly true. And those are the words I would use if I was prospecting for gold. I was filming a
Probably
silly medieval B-roll thing for a potential future video.
It's quite pretty. The dagger is somewhere there.
It's very pretty, but
It's not like a needle in a haystack or anything.
it doesn't help that I don't know where I filmed. It doesn't help that I got GPS
Somewhere
to
there.
get me home, and that now I don't know how to get back and find the little dagger on the sword that doesn't belong to me, so I don't have to buy a new sword to apologise for losing part of his sword. So we're hunting for the sword.
Here's the upside. If we buy a new sword, you're going to get the broken sword.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't try so hard. Aha!
Jazza thinks he's found it.
This is it. This is
Really?
where. Yeah, this is it. I know I made it look good, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, you ready? There's good news and bad news. Bad news is it's gone, and someone seemed to have mowed the lawn and they must have used a grass catcher because there's nothing there. But the good news is I get a sword without a dagger.
Did he say how much it cost?
150.
He did say 150.
I think
I said 150.
I guessed 150, and I think he said around that.
Yeah.
We're firm believers of you break it, you bought it. Because if we lent a sword out and
not
someone...
fair, yeah.
We bought it. This is Strider's sword. New with the dagger. Where's the dagger?
Probably doesn't have it.
Oh, right.
No.
There it is. Yeah, no, that's the same.
I was just trying to scare you.
Our next task for today is post office. I'm picking up my book. A lot of them. Another pleasant surprise is today this came in the mail, which is from Sean McKenzie, who did a portrait that my wife liked, and we contacted him on Twitter. He actually made a YouTube video drawing it. I'll link to it in the description. Go check him out and go subscribe. But yeah, super talented artist who's done some portraits, and he did one of me that
Just in like
my wife saw and wanted to buy off him.
That's awesome.
That's hand drawn. That's crazy. Look how detailed that is.
That is good.
Jay's not in a very happy mood today.
He's got a cold.
He's got a cold.
He doesn't want the ball to roll away.
Just so you know, I'm not buying portraits of myself. This was purely Mrs. Jazza wanting this, but it's amazingly well drawn. That is some serious detail and incredible shading. Seriously, go check out the guy's video where he made this, because this is really impressive. Oh, look at that face. I've seen this face everywhere today. There we go. So these are for the Challenge of the Month prizes. And I have quite a supply now, which is good. Do you know, it doesn't get any less awesome. Like, just seeing my book in physical form. Seeing a pile of 20 is even cooler, because it's like, oh, there's more than just the one that I own. There are a few of these things. Something else came in the mail. This is from Bill over at Punished Props, a YouTube channel that they make a lot of cosplay props and armor and stuff. And I actually have no idea what he sent me. Ah, this is awesome. They've sent me a whole bunch of stickers and a postcard. So this is, I think, from like a photo shoot that they did when they were wearing their own props and costumes. And they have these little avatar stickers of their avatars in different costumes. So cool. See, look at it. There's a comparison of Bill side by side, and this is Brit side by side. So we have some medieval and some sci-fi. That's so cool. That's awesome. Yeah, look, seriously, if you haven't checked out Punish Props, go check it out. Link is in the description. They're amazing. And we're actually working on a collaboration, which will come out in the next few months, potentially even weeks, where they're making a weapon that I designed, and it's like sci-fi and cool. So like, that's super exciting. But I had no idea. He said he was going to send me a bunch of things, and I had no idea what they were. But these things are so cool. Look at that. I love it. What a great idea. Anyways, go check it out. Punish Props. Links in the description. Wow, that was a big male punch at the start of the day. And I'm late for work. It's 11:45, but again, I think yesterday and today, maybe even tomorrow, we're sort of taking it easy a bit because it's been so full on for so long. So it's kind of nice to go a bit slower. Today I'm going to record a video tutorial, and I was trying to figure out what to make a video on, and everything in green on this is like a video idea I've had waiting, but I don't actually even want to do one of those. Like, there's something I'll get to if I have the inspiration or whatever, but I actually don't feel like any of them. I feel like making a how to draw tutorial on how to draw like big badass dudes. You know what I mean? Like the Hulk sort of characters, like tanky Wolverine. For some reason, I just feel like I have the energy and interest in making that rather than some of these things. So I'm going to do that today. And then aside from that, I also have to prepare a little bit of like sponsorship report stuff for Adobe. I don't have to do that, but I like to do that to, you know, really be as professional as possible and offer as much value as possible. So that's what I'm getting up to today. G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Draw with Jazza. I'm Jazza, and today we're going to have a bit of fun with the male physique. I finished doing the tutorial and it turned out really good. I'm really happy with how the video went, but I recorded an extra video which sort of came out of nowhere because Tyler Yates on Twitter linked me to Google's AI that tries to guess what you draw, and I liked the idea. I haven't used it before, so I thought let's just play with that and make a video out of it and get my reactions out of it, and I think it went well. So I'm actually going to edit that and make that one either Friday or Monday's video, and then I'll make the tutorial something I have as a spare for when I need it later. So it'll still come out in the next 2 or 3 weeks, but it's more of a spare. Alright, let's do this.
I see couch. Or toothpaste.
What?
Or bear.
How is this toothpaste?
Or cow.
This
I see sheep.
sheep,
Or
cow, hospital, clothes.
Sorry, I couldn't guess it.
Oh my god, that was a hard one. It got to sheep and cow though, we got into the animal family. I decided to put on a shirt and tie because I'm recording a video for Adobe. This is just like something I'm deciding to do. It's sort of like an end of third quarter sponsorship report thing, and I wanted to do it in video form so it's easier to digest, a bit of fun, and I thought I'd have a bit of tongue-in-cheek, and in doing so, thought I'd dress up. So, you know, no biggie. I just thought I'd scratch together a bit of a video to show you the result. Who am I kidding? I'm wearing a shirt and tie. Not even my mum can get me to wear a shirt and tie, guys. I'm going to wrap up with the question of the day, and I'm going to mix two because they're sort of similar. One is by Alex Hay, who says, do you think that there is a big market for new artists and animators, welcoming them with open arms, and do you think that this market is growing or shrinking? And AmpCaf says, I want to make an animated short, but I feel like my work will go unnoticed. Do you have anything that makes you feel motivated? So both of these questions are sort of part of the same idea, and that is that the internet and everything is exploding, and that being a professional artist or animator or whatever on the internet is getting harder and harder because it's getting bigger and bigger, and there are more and more people doing it. So in answer to Alex's question, I would say yes, it's growing. There are lots of people entering the field, which is fantastic. Do you think that this welcomes people with open arms? And that sort of goes on to AmpCaf's question, you know, will it get unnoticed? What do I do about that? The answer to that is, first of all, you'll never know unless you do it. You won't get an audience, even a small one, if you don't do something. So it's always better to do than to think about or hesitate and then not do. But then as far as how do you gain success and gain an audience, the answer to that is a few things. And sometimes the answer is you might not. But the reality is, unless you're doing something and unless you're working hard and producing something slightly new or interesting and you're authentic to yourself, if you don't do that, you won't gain an audience. But if you do, you have a chance. And in the words of Gary Vaynerchuk, today with the scope of the internet as it is, niches run long and deep. right? The reason my channel became successful is because I started doing art and animation tutorials, and specifically there were like no animation tutorials. There were art tutorials, and that's one of the reasons Mark Crilly's channel is so big, is because at the very beginning he was doing art tutorials when no one was. And of course, because he's like ridiculously talented. So those two things in conjunction helped. So I think that would hopefully give you an answer to your questions. That the answer to how you gain an audience when the internet is so big is to find a niche or find a platform that's growing and hasn't exploded yet, and make authentic, valuable content. And if you're not getting an audience, it may be that the marketplace is too saturated, and it may be that you're not good enough yet. Okay, so that's the other thing to keep in mind, is that it's always a process, and you should never be satisfied with where you are, but you should be satisfied with the journey and getting to where you want to be. Go work hard, have fun, and I'm going to wrap up early. I don't have my watch. I don't know why I did that. Because it's a hot day and we're going to go splash around in some water outside, so that'll be fun. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Ready to splash? No. Okay. Now splash? Yeah. Okay. Ah! Whoa! Do you want Daddy to jump?
Yeah.
Oh, so sweet.